Today I'm going to talk about adding vectors. Vectors, when you have them going in the same direction, are pretty easy to add. You just line them up tip to tail. So the tip of one to the tail of the other. And say that this one's magnitude is 3 and this one's is 4. When you add these two vectors together, you get 7. But when you're adding vectors that are in two different directions, because direction matters when you're talking about vectors, it's a little bit more complicated. If I wanted to add a downward vector, the rightward vector, so this one's 3 and this one's 4. Again, you connect them tip to tail. The 4 one there, and the 3 one there. But then you have to connect, and this would be your new vector. So to do that, you just use your Pythagorean theorem, and you do some math, and we know that 3, 4, 5 triangle, the kind of right triangle, so we know that that last one would be 5. And that's how you add different directions. But say they weren't making a right angle. You have one going that way, it's 3, and one going this way, that's 4. Again, you line them up tip to tail. And then you have to break this one into components. So we do the opposite and we go this way. And these are our components. And then we want to eventually get this one right here. So we take this one's 3, and this one's 4. And we want to break this one up first. So we know that since these two sides are equal, that this angle right here is 45. So to find this side length, knowing the hypotenuse and knowing that this is a right triangle, we can do cosine 45 equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent, and we know the hypotenuse is 3. Then we multiply 3 on both sides. So 3 cosine 45 is our adjacent side. And 3 cosine 45 is 2.12. I know that's this side over here too. So now we have these two sides, and we know that since these are in the same direction, we can add these together. We get 6.12 and 2.12. And now we just have to find this side, knowing that this is the right triangle. So now we can do our Pythagorean theorem. This hypotenuse is 6.48. So now we have our vector, but we also need a direction because they're vectors. And so, knowing all the sides, we can figure out the angles right here. So this vector has a magnitude of 6.12 and a direction 109.1 degrees from the origin. And that is how you add vectors.